All right, Arizona Cardinal fans, Eric and Brian back in the nest, week 11. Brian, don't touch the leg. There was a little hamstring incident earlier this week. Good to be back. I can at least walk up to the fan cave and enjoy. I spent some time on the couch icing it. I had some frozen peas and green beans on the hamstring. It's only a grade 2 tear at this point, so looking at I think 4 to 6 on the IR.
Thought you were back in your playing days.
Well, I don't know if I was back in my playing days. I thought it was maybe time to make a move to try to get, recognized out there. I think I was trying for a walk on. If you guys didn't see on Facebook, I had the pleasure of taking my son out to the Cardinals Inside the Nest. Used to be called Cardinals 101, but it's kind of a fun event. They talked about football and stuff, and you got to see some of the behind-the-scenes stuff at the Tempe facility, what goes on, and the efforts to get these guys ready every week. And we did some drills. Well, I did one drill. The first drill is a little 30-yard dash, and I kind of slipped on the turf. My foot went out from under me, and I pushed off the run and felt like I was shot.
So you did half a drill.
Yeah, I did half a drill. And then I kind of sat on the sidelines or laid around for a little bit, and my son went around and completed all the rest of the stations and stuff. So he had fun at least. And I hobbled here and there. I begged him to let me into the cold tub, but just there wasn't any trainers on staff that night. So the closest I could get was the weight room, and I didn't feel like doing any leg presses at that point. So
Yeah, I was hoping there was some video with it. That would have been a
yeah,
nice
I don't know.
intro for the show.
Some of the guys had said there's a camera up in the bubble that they use, so you never know. It might surface. There's a few of the older players that know me from back in the day, and they had a good chuckle out of it and stuff. So, but it's kind of funny because now I kind of look at it as you see the whole Tyrann Mathieu thing with the knee or whatever. It's not really. I mean, I wasn't playing full out. Maybe I was going full out for 46, but a simple little move, man. And the body's a different thing. You're not used to it. It tweaks it the wrong way all of a sudden, and then down you go with an injury. I've been lucky enough. Any sports I have played, outside of just feeling sore the next morning, walked away with not too many injuries and stuff like that. Mostly just my ego hurt from losing.
From your tetherball championship days?
Yeah, tetherball, kickball, wiffle ball. Wiffle ball, I took a few hits off the wiffle ball sometimes.
The less active type of sports, the ones you can compete in. It's kind of like Bruce said earlier this week. He said they had a few practices this year where they went non-pads,
Yeah.
no pads, and they've had more injury and no pad practices than when they've had full pads. When you're in full pads, you're going all out. You're protected. You're hitting. Sometimes when you're not in pads, you're being a little careless and injuries will happen. So yeah.
Well, my adrenaline just kicked in, and I was trying to show off to my son that I still had some speed there. And
At least he didn't spike the ball into your face when he was done.
I don't
Laying
even.
on the ground.
I don't think he even realized I was hurt. He just went on to the next passing drill station, and I was just laid there and rolled around inside the bubble. And
That's because he's used to seeing you laying around the house all day. He figure you're just relaxing.
I think Big Red carried me off the field and stuff. So, so no, it was fun. Huge thanks to the Cardinals out there. Again, it was a Cardinals charities event, so we're always happy to be involved wherever we can with those things and donate. And you always get something out of it. And this one, I got a nice hamstring tear, so we'll move on. We'll move forward. And hey, I'll be back stronger next year. We'll wait on the return next go around.
We'll be waiting for you.
I'll know what to do. Maybe I'll wear a GoPro that time, and we'll see how it goes from there. So, well, looking back, last game, Niners came to town, and salute. I'm still wearing my salute to service stuff because it's still salute to service month. So, good game. Started off great, but as usual, they found a way. We found a way to let them back in it, I think, and it was a battle. Came down, and thank God, Cat hit the field goal. We got about a minute drive to win the game there at the end.
Yeah, we always seem to do really well when we get our 2-minute offense going. We move the ball well, move right down the field. And, we were up 20-10, and then all of a sudden you blink an eye and they're back in the game.
I mean, I thought it was going to be a blowout. The defense was playing really good. Offense was clicking. You had some big catches right off the bat by Michael Floyd.
Yeah, finally.
The run game, though, man, the run game looked horrible.
Well, they were stacking them. They were stacking them, expecting that. So we beat them up last time.
I still think we got to go back to some of those David Johnson screen passes, mix it up a little bit more, and go from there and take a few plays like that and stuff. But it was good to see. It was funny. We were in the family section post game and saw Kaepernick leaving. It's kind of funny for a guy that's 1-8. He was all smiles leaving there. He definitely doesn't take losing too hard.
Even walking off the field at the end of the game, the crowd was booing him pretty hard, and he walked off the field with his hand up in the air and his fist closed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you just lost a game. You're proud of that? Well, good for you. That's
I think his focus now is just more personal and more on himself than playing the game and stuff.
He cares less about the team.
He achieved that the pinnacle of their run in his first season, and ever since then it's been kind of downhill.
Yeah, the biggest disappointment in the game, I think, is we had 7 minutes to go, had the ball, we're running the ball, chewing off 40 seconds at a time. It got down to about 4 minutes or so. Literally, we could have had first down, and Palmer throws the ball. Whatever the case is, they throw a pick.
Yeah.
Literally 3 more plays, 40 seconds a pop. I think they were out of timeouts at that point, so a 2-minute would have stopped the clock.
And what about your take on your boy John Wetzel there? So how do you grade him? I know you spoke with his dad after the game, so
yeah, I saw John Wetzel's dad after the game. You know what? I thought he played really well. I don't know how he graded out or anything like that. From what I heard, he had the most QB pressures. He had 5 QB pressures. But, I thought he played well. Every time I was watching him, he was covered up as man. He wasn't getting beat. I thought he did a good job, and he'll only get better as the season progresses. So I was happy to see how he played. I thought even Josh Morrow played really well. Sure, that's probably why he's a host or a co-host tonight at the Big Red Rage.
Yeah,
But yeah, I thought he looked really good too on the outside. So a couple lesser name guys, I thought stepped it up and played really well, and that probably contributed to why we ended up winning.
All right, well, San Fran's behind us, and we're gonna go ahead and take a short break, look at some pictures from fans from the game last week, and then a little bit of video and pictures from my night at Inside the Nest at the Arizona Cardinals facility. So enjoy the pics and video, and we'll be back in 2 and 2.
To speak at this event, and so I want to just kind of go through and just talk at a high level about some of the efforts that we've made to connect with fans better and to grow the fan base and to continue to build upon everything that we've done in the past. And so since we met last year, we came out in the summer. Everybody knows about this All or Nothing. How many people watched All or Nothing on Amazon? First time ever in NFL teams allowed an NFL films crew to be completely embedded in everything we did. So if you haven't watched it, watch it. There's some great stories. We really put a spotlight on the people in this organization. And as the president of the team, I thought I knew something about everybody in this or everything that was going on. And what I learned in the series is I learned something new about every single person that was featured. And it was really cool. There were some great stories, and there were some ups and downs. I will tell you that the 8 episodes, episode 8, it ends on a little bit of a downer. We did not go to the Super Bowl and win it last year. But it was a great event. And one of the things that it was very much an intentional thing is wanted people from around the country to be able to connect to us. And it turned out from people from around the world. We had our military was watching it overseas. Yep, and salute to our veterans and to all of our military serving and formerly served. Keep them safe. But, we heard from people all over the world that were able to watch it digitally. We want to grow that fan base. When we go on the road, we want to invade those stadiums. We want you to travel with us. So, we go to play the Rams in week 17. It's January 1st in L.A., and that's just a short drive from here. We want to have that stadium full of red. And it makes such a difference to the team. So thank you. We're doing other things. Hopefully you've been following us on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, all the different social media platforms. We're trying to do more. We're publishing about 45 stories, videos, and different things each week. And so we're putting a lot of effort into that. So hopefully you're getting, we're able to engage with you more and you're able to follow us and keep track of what we're doing. Additionally, we're doing some things out at the stadium. You saw that we upgraded the sound system this year. How's the sound? Pretty awesome. So we're excited about that. We're doing an event out it's Sunday on Monday nights, Monday night football event down in the beer garden in the brew house every Monday. It's free. Come on out. We have a player that comes out each week and signs autographs, takes pictures, and we call it Monday Night Football at the Big Red Brew House. It's an awesome deal, and so come on out. But Michael Floyd was just out there last night. I think a few weeks before, David Johnson was out there. Kevin Minter's been out there. Tony Jefferson, Patrick Peterson. So our guys are going out there, and it's a great chance to get to interact with the players. So we're really making a very deliberate effort to try to engage more and try to find new ways for everybody to interact with us both digitally and in person at events like this. So this event's awesome. You guys are going to get a real first-hand experience to hear from the coaches and players and to learn about how this game is played and what goes into the work that we do and that they do each week. And so this is really exciting for us to be able to sort of open up our doors and have everybody come in and learn a little bit more about our sport and the people that are here are part of the team. So we're excited. So thank you for coming out. We're excited about this season. Right now, believe me, we all wish we were in a little bit better position, but where we are right now, we've got the opportunity to continue to keep our foot on the gas and finish the second half of the season, put ourselves in a position in the playoffs, and then make a run. We got the talent on this team, and we got an outstanding coaching staff. And it all starts with Bruce Arians, two-time Coach of the Year in the NFL. Awesome guy, awesome coach, awesome coworker, awesome husband, father, friend. You got to know him through All or Nothing, so it's my great pleasure to introduce our fantastic coach, Bruce Arians. Please welcome him.
Thank you, Michael. It has been a pleasure to be a Cardinal. And I want to thank all of y'all for coming out and hope you have a blast tonight. This is always one of my fun evenings of the year to see the excitement and nobody gets injured. Had enough injuries already. Okay, but like Michael said, we're not happy with where we are, but we're excited about where we're going, and we have a great opportunity ahead of us. Sunday was one of those stepping stone games. I think wasn't as pretty as we all would have liked to have it, but it ended up in a way that I think can benefit us down the road in winning a close game. We pretty much came out of that game extremely healthy. We're going to get Tyron back hopefully this week. And we'll make a decision soon on who comes back off of IR, whether it's Tyvon Branch or Chris Johnson or Alani Fua. That'll depend probably a lot on coming out of this game, hopefully healthy. But we're excited about going to Minnesota, great new stadium, unbelievable atmosphere, and finish this season the way we wanted to start it. And I'd much rather finish strong than flame out in January. I think last year was a disappointing year, as great as it was, because we didn't finish it. And this year, maybe it'll be better for us to grow along the way and finish strong in December and January. But yeah, hopefully everyone has a great time tonight. Learn a little bit more about the game. Great fans. We have the best fans in the league. And you're the biggest part of it. The coaches always look forward to it. The guys who come to help and teach a little bit about it. And again, I hope you have a fantastic evening. I wish I could have a cocktail with you. But I got to go back to work for a few more hours. Get the red zone done and some other things that we do on Tuesday. So have a blast. It's great seeing you. And thank you all for coming.
right, Arizona Cardinal fans, Eric and Brian back in the Ultimate Fan Cave. So looking ahead, Brian, this week, Minnesota Vikings, Cards heading out. It's going to be a chilly weekend in Minneapolis there. Looks like they're calling for snow on Friday, but, they got the new fantastic dome stadium there. Some are reckoning it as the loudest dome stadium in the NFL. I heard some stuff they were talking on how they actually architecturally designed the roof so that all the noise flows down directly to the visiting team's sideline. I know some of the players were mentioning about it and stuff like that. So it's going to be a challenge out there. Minnesota's on a downslide. Hopefully we can come up and get their number. I think I'm hoping we see kind of the same old Sam Bradford that we're used to seeing out there throwing picks to our guys when he was with the Rams. That's always nice to see.
Well, Sam Bradford used to chew us up. So I think if you look at all the teams he's gone up against, he actually has a winning record against Arizona, about the only team that he does. He seems to play well every time he plays us. So, man, the thing that
I know they got a top-notch wide receiver. So,
well, I know, yeah, Stefan Diggs is going to be shadowed by Peterson, but I'm kind of worried about the tight end situation. The last time they really did a lot of screens, little tight end stuff when Bridgewater was playing and chewed us up. So hopefully we can protect that.
I just think one of the big keys to the game is we got to go in. We got to score first. We got to get a lead in that game. It was so often now we've been falling behind on the road and we just can't catch up. Buffalo, we fell behind. Carolina, we definitely fell behind fast. I mean, we go into Minnesota, that crowd gets behind them. This is pretty much another do or die game for us, because then you're piggybacking this right to the next road trip to Atlanta. So it's and Atlanta's looking a little stronger kind of than Minnesota is right now.
Yeah, I mean, they both lost last week, but I think Minnesota just lost their left tackle this last week too. So they're going to be playing with a new left tackle. I think a guard.
Jake Long? That was their
Jake
tackle.
Long.
Yeah, he's
and
out.
Then I think they're moving their guard out to tackle, and then they signed a guy off Jacksonville's practice squad that'll probably maybe play right tackle.
And I haven't heard as of today, the Honey Badger's back on the field, but I don't know what his status will be, if he's doubtful still for Sunday, or, if BA is going to give him one more week and bring him back maybe the Atlanta game. It'd be nice to see him out on the field in some aspect. He's a difference maker when he's out there, even if he's not 100%.
Yeah, I know he was limited in practice. He said the shoulder's fine, but he's still kind of been favoring the knee a bit. And I read a stat today that, he's had 26 games when he's fully healthy, and in those games he's had 146 tackles and 26 pass deflections. So basically one a day.
Mr. Stat Guy all of a sudden.
And then the actual
Doug and Wolf, he's coming for your spot.
The actual 21 games that he was playing when he wasn't healthy, he's only had 7 pass deflections, so about one in every 3 games. So and something like 60 tackles. So he's not the same player when he's not healthy. So is DJ Swearinger a better option?
I don't know. Swearinger's playing.
Yeah,
he's playing like he has a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, he didn't play too bad. So we'll see. We'll see. Tyron's ready to.
Yeah. Well, it'd definitely be nice to get this win, and at least we got to keep pace with Seattle. We still got that buffer there, and then hopes is I forget what it was. I heard some scenario play out that we'd be slotted like for the number 2 wild card if something happened based on New Orleans tonight or something like that. So I don't even want to look at that option. I think we still got a damn good shot to make a run at this division. It's our division. The banner's still there. It should be NFC West Division Champs 2016 banner coming. We're gonna have to hang that on the other wall there and stuff. So
yeah, they talked about it. They said if Seattle wins, it beats Philly. Green Bay wins, beats Washington.
Washington loses,
and we beat Minnesota, then we'll be the 6th seed.
There's so many games left. I mean, I don't look at those. Who win?
I would rather Seattle lose and just and hope that we can beat them when we go up there. I mean,
So with that said, we're going to be out again. Tyler's going to be out at Murphy's Law, Irish Pub out in Chandler, downtown Chandler, hosting the Vikings game out there. Go out and see them. Have some fun. They got a great menu out there, great food specials, drink specials. A lot of good fans come and hang out there. It's right in downtown Chandler. Me and Brian will be out at Headquarters Bar and Grill. It's a new location for us this week. We're doing a trial run out there, so hopefully a lot of fans come out. It's right off Bell Road in the 101 Peoria Sports Complex there across from the AMC movie theater, I believe it is. AMC or Harkins. It used to be Wet Willie's Cantina back in the day for some people that used to maybe hang out in that neighborhood.
I think that was on 59th.
No, that was there.
Oh,
I think
really?
it was. Or something. It was some kind of cantina, something. I don't know what it was
Wet
called.
Willie's used to be
But
Marley's.
great sports bar, tons of TVs. The food is great. We're gonna have some specials. We might even have either a pizza eating or wing eating contest. I think at halftime. We haven't decided yet. So I know we're gonna have some They do sushi, half price sushi rolls
I was
at
hoping-
halftime.
I was hoping
No,
for a hot
still
dog
no
eating
hot dogs.
contest.
I don't think there's no hot dogs on the menu. So for Eric and Brian, until next week, come out and see us. And let's go Cardinals, beat these Vikings, and we'll be back talking to you right before Thanksgiving
And we'll see you at headquarters.
at Headquarters. He got me on that one. I didn't know where he was going.